Okay, first thing you want to do, I'm going to set this bad boy at top dead center on the compression stroke. So what I did is I hooked up a hose with the balloon in order to find the compression. I got a ratchet extension and socket on the crankshaft pulley bolt, and we're going to twist it. Okay, ready? We're going to twist it like that and watch that balloon. We're going to get it up to on the compression stroke. That's not it yet. Get that bad boy on the compression stroke. Right there. Okay, now it's going up. Got that bad boy on the compression stroke. Now we're going to pull it off. It's on its way up. That's what the piston is doing. Stick the screwdriver in there like that. And finish bringing it to the top. Watch. See? Get it all the way to the top. Right there. That's top dead center on the compression stroke. Now we're going to take the valve cover off, and you're going to see the marks should be lined up. They should be lined up right in here, and that mark down there should be lined up on the mark on the timing cover gasket. Well, the timing cover. Right. Okay. Next step, taking off the valve cover. You got this bolt here for the throttle cable. This. So next step, taking off the valve cover dealie. Okay, next, you want to take off the upper timing belt cover. You got 2 bolts, one here and one on this side. Okay, set those aside. Then we're going to check the marks, timing marks. Okay. Remember when we used the balloon, check for compression? On the compression stroke, on the top dead center, that's where you want all this lined up. Well, that's where it's supposed to be. So we got it right on the money. This is in the upper position, 12 o'clock position. That's what it says, up there. Then on the bottom, can you see the mark there? We got that right on the money. Okay? So the mark down, right there. So we got the timing belt right where it needs to be. Everything is right on time. Now that you know your timing marks are all lined up, I'm going to go ahead and slip the belt off right now. Since everything is lined up, the crankshaft and the camshaft sprocket, they're both good to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull this off right now, just like it is. The reason why I'm taking this off right now, I'm replacing the belt, water pump, and idler pulley to install that. Time to install that. Okay, now you want to loosen this up, this power steering pump. Okay, the way you do that is by loosening this bolt down there. Okay, that way you can adjust it. Take the belt off. Then, okay, we got the top timing cover off, right? Timing belt cover. So now we got to take the bottom timing belt cover off. Okay, but you need a strong compressor gun to take this bad boy off, okay? If you don't have a compressor to get that off, you're gonna, a gun, then you're gonna have to go rent one or get the special tool that Honda has for this deal here, so you can take that bolt off. Because that bolt has a ton of torque. Now, take off the engine mount. You got 3 bolts, okay? You got one here, and one there. Which is right there, and there. Okay, check this out. Before you take it off, see how this is ripped? I didn't rip this was already ripped. But you see how that's no good anymore? That engine mount's dead, it's gone, no more. It doesn't work, it's not good no more. Let me tell you what to do. Before you take that mount off, make sure you put something underneath the oil pan, like that. You see that? Put a block with the lift here underneath the oil pan and secure that right there in the spot. Just put it right where it sits. Just put this right on it and lean it up on it, and you're good to go. That way it doesn't cause this. You don't want any of the pressure of the weight of this engine leaning on the other engine mounts. You want to loosen up the idler. This is the idler right here. This is the adjustable idler right there for the air conditioner, okay, for the AC. So it goes to the AC and the crankshaft. But if you don't have enough leverage to crank on this bolt here, that one there, check out this trick. Get another wrench, get the closed end, put it on the open end like that. Okay, get it on like that, and pull on that bad boy. Bust it loose like that. Okay, watch that bad boy go down, okay? Yeah, take that nut, that bolt down, loosen it up, bam, just like that. Okay, now you can take the belt off. Now, we're gonna loosen up the alternator belt. This one right here. Okay? See that nut right there? You're gonna loosen that up. That's the pivoting nut for the alternator. Then you come up here. There's an adjusting nut right here. Okay? You're gonna loosen that one up too. If you don't got no leverage right here, use the old trick, the wrench on the end trick. Okay? Put it just like that. Bust them loose. Okay? That's simple. After you get that nut loose, the one on the bottom, the pivoting one, move forward like that. Just pull them off. After you pull the crankshaft pulley off, there's a little keyway. The thing that just fell off, where's it at? This thing right here. This thing. Do not lose that, okay? That's a keyway that fits into the groove. And that, okay? And this crankshaft pulley or harmonic balancer, okay? It goes in that groove and fits right in that little slot in the end of the crankshaft, something like that, okay? So don't lose that, all right? Very important that you do not lose this. Now, in order to get the timing cover off, the timing belt cover off, you gotta take this bad boy loose, okay? This is the adjustable idler pulley that was on there. Take that off, which is that 14 millimeter bolt. Take this off, then loosen up two bolts, okay? Let's see if you can see it. One bolt is right there. Where's that at? One here. Then you got the other one on top, okay? Don't take the bottom one off, okay? Leave the bottom one on so it can pivot. Just take this one off here, okay? Take that one off. Then move this to the side. Let it pivot off the bottom one, okay? Leave it just like that. Then, this oil dipstick tube, you gotta pry that up with a screwdriver. Down at the bottom here, see if you can see. You can't see the part where I'm trying to show you, but it's down here. Just pry up on it and get that tube out of there. Pop that tube out the way because the tube sits in here. And you're gonna have a hard time getting out the valve cover. After that, you got one bolt here, one down here, then one here, and another one down there, okay? Then you can slide that timing cover off just like that and just work it out going down. And that's that. Now that we got the cover off that, I'll take a look at it first. Bolt there, there, and one there. All right. So that's the timing cover bolt. I mean, timing belt cover. Let's go under here now. Okay, you're gonna take this sensor loose right here first of all. Get that sensor off. I already broke it loose, so I just wanted to show you guys. Then after that, you're gonna take this idler bolt loose from the timing belt tensioner pulley. Okay? So get this off there. Make sure you take pictures of your stuff so you know what goes where. Now, you got that spring over there on the adjuster arm. This is the adjuster arm right there. You want to get that spring off. You know what? Let's get it from the top. Easier from up here. Okay. Pull that off like that. There it is right there. Oops. There it is right there. Timing belt, tensioner. Is off. Okay, remember, it went like that. Okay, this part right here pivots off of this bad boy. All right, then the spring went to this side. Don't forget that, okay? It went just like that. So now I'm gonna grab the new one. Sorry for all the movement. I got the new one right here. Match that up, make sure they match. And that's money. So what I do now is bring this new one over here. Make sure diameter is right on money. Okay, that's good right there. So now we put this bad boy on, okay? Let's do that. Now take the timing belt off. Push that back up. Remember that one, that's pivoting off of the bolt in the bottom. Take this off from the top. Now, remember this part, this side, pivots off that, okay? Let me use this other hand so you can see. Get it on there just like that. Keep your bolt inside the idler. Find that hole. Now I gotta use my other hand. We just get it down flat so the idler won't move. Just like that. Leave it loose for now, okay? Because we're gonna adjust it with the spring. We're gonna help the spring a little bit though. This is a very critical, extremely critical time before you put the timing belt on, okay? Now, what you wanna do is you want to put the timing cover on temporarily, okay? You don't have to bolt it up. Just put it on and make sure it's right on the money, okay? And see those marks down there? Where's the deal at? See the marks right there? I painted the white marks on the pulley right there so that you can see. See that little pointer on the timing belt cover on the side there? That's got to be right on the money. All right? Okay, now the bottom is lined up, the crankshaft pulley. That's where we left it, on the compression stroke at top dead center. Okay? You want that right there. Don't move it at all, okay? So we know the crankshaft pulley is good. That's all good down there. Now, you're going to the top. This here has to be, this junk. This has to be right at 12 o'clock. The camshaft, it says up. There's a thing right here that says up, and that has to be at the 12 o'clock position on the camshaft. Okay? How do you know if you're really at the 12 o'clock, true 12 o'clock? What you can do is on the back of the cam, I mark the marks that comes with the cam, on the cam. Put a razor blade on the edge, on the top of the head. Bam. That's pretty close right there. Move this stuff. Put the razor blade over here. Bam. That's close. It's good enough right there, okay? And that's where you want the camshaft at. In the top 12 o'clock position with the words saying up, and the crankshaft right on the pointer, which is the piston at the top dead center, okay? Don't mess that up, all right? So we're gonna put the timing belt on and tighten her up, okay? But make sure you have those marks right on the money. Don't mess that up. If you mess that up and you put the belt on and you start the car, you're gonna screw the whole car up, screw the whole engine up. All the valves are gonna start banging on the pistons and this engine's done. Well, yours, if you don't do it right. But anyway, that's what you do with the crankshaft and the camshaft. Get them right on the money, okay? Those are the timing marks right there. That's what you're looking for right there. See that key? That's at 12 o'clock down there. Pointer's not on there, but it's on the that bad boy, on the crankshaft, harmonic balancer. All right, remember that. Remember that pointer. Time to put in the timing belt. Okay, let's do that. Slip it in from the top. Put it in here like that. Slip it around this, idlers, timing belt tensioner, and up there. Alright, get it in like that. Remember, our marks are right on the money, okay? You're not gonna tighten this, leave this loose. Leave the tensioner loose, okay? For now. Then we're gonna put the spring on it right here later, and pull it up and tighten it. But leave it loose right now, don't worry about that, leave it like that. Okay, this is right on the money. Now let's go up top. Okay, you already know our marks are good, all right? So, just out the way. Now, all the belts on the crankshaft. Got it on the water pump. Now, you want to work it in. You can kind of hang it off a little bit on the edge at first, in order to slip it on the crankshaft if it's too tight sometimes. Get it on like that. Slip it on. Work it side to side. Okay, now you got it on there. Now you can push the whole belt back. See? Okay. Got it right there. It's good to go. Now we're gonna tighten it, okay? But wait, I gotta put the spring on that. Remember that part I was telling you about? Where's it at? Right down there. We gotta put the spring on that, okay? So I'm gonna put the spring on that and I'm gonna show you how to tighten it up. You wanna get the spring on there, okay? Get it on the adjuster arm, which is this here. Then you wanna get it on this, all right? It's a little difficult, but you gotta be persistent with this bad boy, okay? Get it on like that. Okay, normally the adjuster arm, we just put it on. When you tighten this, hold on. I got this on the crankshaft pulley, all right? This is going to the ground. This is locking that crankshaft in place so it doesn't move, okay? So it doesn't move clockwise. I don't want it to move, okay? I'm gonna put a force on this. I'm gonna force that to go that way, so that, watch the arm down there, the adjuster arm, it already moved. The adjuster arm went up as soon as I gave it a little bit of force. So once I give it force this way, once I start to rotate the camshaft that way, this belt tightens up. on this side. Loosens up over here, wraps around the water pump and the idler, which is the tensioner down there. Wraps around that. Then the spring puts tension on it. Then they say you gotta lock it in place, but I don't like it like that. I want more tension on it. I want to apply a little bit more tension before I tighten this 14mm bolt right there. All right. So I'm gonna pull up on this, and I'm gonna tighten after I pull up on it. Okay. Now, ready? Pulling down. Camshaft is going that way. Got a lot of tension on it right now. Pushing the arm up at the same time. This is loosening up. So as it loosens, I'm helping the arm go up, but the spring, where the spring's at. Okay, that's good to go there. Now I'm going to tighten it. And that's good to go right there. We got the timing belt tightened up. We got them right on the money. The marks are right on the money. Camshaft marks, crankshaft marks. I don't have the pulley or the timing cover on yet, timing belt cover, but before you put anything back together, twist the engine first, okay? You want to spin the engine by hand. All right, put the crankshaft, put a ratchet on the crankshaft with the bolt, and twist it, okay? Twist it to see if anything is binding. Valves hitting the pistons or whatever, anything. So here we go. I also put the hose on it to see if compression is all right. So now the bolt's tightening up, and get this off the car. The bolt's tightening up. Remember, I don't have the crankshaft on. Okay. We got suction so far. So you're twisting it to make sure your timing is on point, okay? See, we got compression right there. See the balloon? Watch the balloon too. It's showing we got good compression there. So it's going through the intake, compression, power, exhaust. The 4-stroke cycle on a car, which is intake, compression, power, exhaust. That's compression right there. That's going to go to intake, power, exhaust valves open. Exhaust valves are opening right there. That's exhaust. See? So now, these should open. Oh, my bad. Compression. So we're good. Everything is good to go there. Belt's nice and tight. Nothing is binding. Nothing's hitting. And that's what you want. Always run a dry test like this by hand. Run it for a little while, okay? Because you'd rather do this and hit something now in case you made any errors than to turn the car on and crank it and bust the whole engine up. You don't want that happening. So, we're good, man. Look. So now, we're gonna go a whole new cycles, 4-stroke cycle, and get it on a compression stroke. Alright? Right there. And once you put it on a compression stroke, that's where your true marks are. That's where your true timing is at. True timing is top dead center on the compression stroke. Right there. That's the compression stroke. Okay. There we have it right there. Now, before we put everything back together, let's put it back at top dead center on the compression stroke. Piston was on its way up. We're just going to finish it off and bring it all the way to the top. Alright? It's pretty close. It's right there. Let's just make sure. I'll watch the screwdriver again. I'll go up all the way. Oh, that's it right there. I got to back up a hair. Call that top dead center, okay? Now, that's good there. Our up position is good. You see that keyway down there? The keyway groove? That's at 12 o'clock, and that's where that's supposed to be. All right? And that's good to go. Okay? All right, that completes the timing belt. It's all tight. The camshaft's locked in good, dialed in. The crankshaft's dialed in, and that's a wrap for that. Time to start putting everything back together. All right, one last check before you put anything else. I got the timing cover on now, timing belt cover. Okay, I just got like one bolt on it. Now let's go around. Let's check the timing marks to see if they're on the money. All right, you see that white dot? Okay, watch the dot. Watch that. Listen for compression coming out of here, and watch the mark down there. Okay, right there. A little bit more. Just call that good right there. Okay? 12 o'clock position. Right on the money right there. It's exactly what you want. One more check in the back of the camshaft. Remember that? Go get the razor blade. And where's the razor blade? All right. Get the razor blade. See if they line up. Good, right there. Good to go. Now this side. Good to go, that's money. All right, now you can start putting it all together. You know your stuff is lined up when all the marks are good. Make sure you check your book, your repair manual, and make sure you get all these marks right on the money, okay? Don't mess up on this part. You mess up on that part, you are screwed, okay? So get that right. After you put your timing cover on, put this bolt on first. All right? Before anything else. Then put the tube, dipstick tube. Then you can put this bolt back on and the one underneath. Then put this nut here. But you're not gonna tighten that yet. Leave it loose, okay? Now let's put the belt on. All right. All right. After you run the car for a little bit, turn it off. Check the fluids. All right. Check your coolant. Check your oil. Make sure everything's still good. The fluids are topped off. And then what you want to do is you want to check your timing. Okay. But on these Civics, they have a little connector over here called it. It puts the car in the service mode. This is the connector right here. Jump this connector with a paper clip or any kind of little metal that you got. Make a loop like that and jump it. Okay? And next, turn on the ignition. See your check engine light? If you jumped the jumper right, your check engine light will come on. All right? Start the car. Okay, we're good. Check engine light's on. That means that we have the jumper connector hooked up right. Some paper clips, just keep in mind, some paper clips are aluminum. Some are metal. So make sure you use a metal one, okay? Now we're gonna come over here and check the timing. Put the timing gun on 12 degrees. Because this Honda Civic is, the timing is 12 degrees when they set it at the manufacturer. That's 12 right about there, okay? That pointer down there should be at the mark down there. There it is. See, the pointer is at the mark right down there. And that's exactly what we wanted. It's money. And that's how you set the timing, and that's how you check your timing. That means everything is all good. So, you should definitely get a timing gun. Or if you don't have access to one, go borrow one from a friend or somebody. Or take it to a shop and have them check the timing. But also, as a backup, if you have a scanner, you can use your scanner. Okay? Ignition advance, 12 degrees. This is plus or minus 2 degrees, so 12 degrees is right on the money. And that's exactly what we want. That's how you do your deal, man. That's it right there, man. It's a little difficult, but if you do your research and you stay persistent, you can get it, man. So go out there, get on the grind, man. Don't be afraid of this stuff, man. Just get out there and handle it. Don't be afraid of none of this, man. Just take it step by step and approach it. And just run up on it, right? Don't forget, man. Put God first in your life, always. Put Christ first, never give up, man. And just believe this, with God, all things are possible. Old school signing out. Handle it.